are two guys, one pod, and we're about to do an underdog draft. So let's get right into it with some intro music. Hello. I am Addi, the Nardog Narder, and we don't have bye weeks here. Actually, we had one last week, but we are back today, and we are going to be doing two drafts for you. We're starting with Pitbull, then going to a Frenchie. Pitbull, near and dear to my heart. I got two at home. And big news, League Champ V3 is coming out in 2 weeks, so that's really cool. How are you doing today, Scotty?
Oh, I'm stoked to be drafting here. There've been so many contests coming out, and I'm getting that like early summer fiend in. A lot of my slow drafts are eliminator right now, and I've just been kind of holding out for these small entry, high advance rate contests that have been dropping pretty consistently. So we got our pit bulls, we got our Frenchie threes every Friday, something to look forward to on Underdog. So I'm just stoked. We're going to be splitting a team here to get started. I'm curious to see what a mind meld looks like for us at this point in the season.
It looks like a lot of arguing for us. I already know. We've had a lot of that already. Whenever you look at my picks, we're always on a different page. But dude, the thing that since we got 8 picks until this one actually hops in, and we're probably going to be waiting for a moment here, anyways. I wanted to see how are you dealing with like super flex best ball, because I've been trying to dabble in it a little bit, and I gotta say it's a wild and wacky road. Like I like it to start. It reminds me of normal super flex drafting, but the second you get to the middle of the draft, it all gets thrown out the water. Like Watson, Carson Beck, Jacoby Brissett, all those like really low tier quarterbacks, they basically go at like regular ADP.
Yeah, I haven't ventured too much into it, but the numbers are all different because you're also going with 2 wide receivers instead of the 3 that we're all used to drafting in our standard best ball. So you and I kind of talked about this a little offline a couple weeks ago, and again this morning. It's like a completely different game, and I feel like with the amount of time I already dedicate to best ball in the summer over the course of these 3-4 months, like that's why I really like to hone in on what I'm doing. So I tend to avoid the super flex.
I feel it. I haven't mixed in with all my eliminator slow drafts. So they've all been like hitting at the same time. And it is so hard to context switch between like, oh, okay, in this team, I have 2 QBs and I'm set for the draft. In this team, I have 2 QBs and I'm absolutely fucked. I am so badly fucked and I need one really badly.
Yeah, I think ideally you have an anchor quarterback, and then you're using that early part in the draft where QBs are maybe going a little bit too high. One thing that you don't necessarily realize during super flex in a best ball format is that it's the second best score, which doesn't have to be a quarterback. There are a lot of weeks where you can get your third best receiver to be better than your second best QB. So that's why if you over index towards quarterbacks earlier, are you really getting that much of an advantage?
See, I think you are if you go early QB. Like if you get like say a Caleb Williams, Trevor Lawrence sort of start where those guys are going to be getting around 20. Like most weeks they're going to be filling up that super flex spot. But I the funniest team I think I ended up with there was I had at QB Caleb Williams, Michael Penix, JJ McCarthy, Deshaun Watson, and Shador Sanders, just backing up that QB2 spot with as many names as I can throw in there.
Yeah, like trying to guarantee a starting Brown or a starting Cardinal or a starting Falcon. That's another way to do it too. So I started doing a couple drafts on DraftKings too, because they have some pretty good promotions going on. But even that is has been hard to kind of balance. It doesn't help that for whatever reason my DraftKings notifications don't work, so I never know when I'm on the clock.
Thank goodness for you, man. You don't know what sort of a blessing you have. DraftKings notifications working is one of the worst things that you can have happen to your phone. By the way, are we ever going to get to join this draft? I am still at 4 people in this one.
Okay, so it's coming down. It's coming down. So I guess we'll open up the curtain a little bit here. We try to jump in the same draft together, and of course, I stole the last spot. So got a little draft action going on here in the background while we split a team. But how do you like this start so far? Kenneth Walker, Breeze Hall, and Amon-Ra out of the 7 hole.
Ooh. Kenneth Walker and Brees Hall with Amon-Ra, that high T and fucking fantastic consistency. I absolutely love that start. Who do you get Brees Hall in the third, I'm guessing, Kenneth Walker in the second?
Yeah, Kenneth Walker fell a little bit past
Yeah.
ADP. Right now, this Amon-Ra decision, CMC went before, I believe. So it
I
wasn't.
would guess
Let me
before.
double check out. Let's see. Yeah, CMC went at 6. So my choice between Amon-Ra, CeeDee Lamb, and Justin Jefferson, I found myself going Amon-Ra quite a bit. I find that he has the least competition. Well, okay, Justin Jefferson, we still haven't seen it in a while. We know it's there. But Kyler Murray, has he ever been a great wide receiver elevator?
Yeah.
Not
Yeah, without a doubt.
necessarily.
Yes, he has. DeAndre Hopkins. DeAndre Hopkins.
How many
Everyone
years
forgets
ago?
that year.
How many years ago?
Many years ago. I'm not telling you that he does it all the time. In fact, Michael Wilson broke out the second Kyler Murray left the building. But that being said, I think he's able to support that guy. Like, Justin Jefferson is the type of receiver that DeAndre Hopkins was 3 or 4 years ago when he was actually making big plays for the Cardinals. So that's my opinion there. I'm with you though. I think Amon-Ra gives you such a safety with that roster that you don't need to worry about going wide receiver early next, which is a nice pivot.
And if I'm on DraftKings and I'm doing this single point PPR, that's an even easier decision for me. Yeah. Amon-Ra definitely wins that group right now. I think CeeDee is going to be good. I think the Dallas offense will be good again. I'm sure he'll have his games. There's no doubt about that. But he does have Pickens competition that wasn't there when he had his elite season. And meanwhile, you look at Amon-Ra, and he is just like the epitome of consistency over the last 3 to 4 years.
Yeah. By the way, Jamie, you asked what we're drinking on. I don't know what Scott has, but I have Gumball Head, always my favorite. Love that one. And I also have this one because it's been a very long work day for me. So don't judge.
I have Moulin Leaf tea and bubble water. Ooh. So I'm going to the gym after the drafts today.
Not too bad.
And trying to prep for, hopefully being a dad here soon enough. So
oh, no kidding, bud. I actually didn't know that. That's awesome, Scott.
That's the goal. Yep. So wife and I are trying, and that comes with better decision making. So a couple less drinks here and there.
Yeah. I hype for you not using a condom, as they say.
All right, here I got a pick coming up. So I went Travion Henderson last time because I'm just going high T on this one. That. But this pick's coming up. I got a bunch of running backs. I'm going to skip over those. What do you think about Christian Watson? How have your thoughts been on him?
He is not at the top of my board in general, just because, one, I think that Jaden Reed has been massively overlooked, and Tucker Kraft coming back into that offense, I think, is a big negative for Christian Watson. But also, I think Matt Golden might just be a better fit for that offense. Now, if Christian Watson can stay healthy this year, maybe it works out. But I think that you're drafting the biggest risk at the highest price.
Yeah, that's fair. And I decided to go with Lamar with that pick. I mean, finding him in the middle of the 5th, I don't have Flowers, so I'll have to look to stack with Andrews later. And there's always an 18th round wide receiver to pick with Lamar. So how are we doing on our line?
Dude, we're still at 8 people left.
Okay. Let's pick a new draft.
Yeah,
Let's put
I
it
was
in
gonna
trash.
say we're getting close to the point where we are just talking here, and we will not make a draft. But um, hey, how about I throw in Frenchie? We can get both the Frenchies done.
Yeah,
One
let's
will
do
be
that.
yeah, one will be a Scott helped Frenchie. Oh wait, actually my screen had just not updated. We are at 10 out of 12 people. So I think we
Okay.
are actually next up in line here. So
Okay.
that is
Cool.
that's not too shabby. We'll actually be okay here. All right, let's go to draft, and I'll share my screen because that's what the host does.
It's
But
so much better to
uh,
see another screen. I thought we were like
yeah,
drafting
right.
for a minute there. I was like, how many picks have I missed?
I would love it if we were. I was just looking at that and it just kept saying 8, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna lose my mind here. Like, come on now. Please get the draft board going. But you know, it should be a fun one. I absolutely love your build there. The funny thing for me has been I like Riverside, like they pick the AI clips, and that's basically how we make our shorts. Like I do some video editing on the side, but I'm not gonna go through all the hassle every time. But the fact that they had to pull out a clip of me taking Luther Burden over Lamar Jackson was just a painful one for me because I'm at like 30% exposure to Lamar this early in the offseason. Like, I feel great about his ADP. I have him in so many teams. So, having to have the one time that I was like, you know what, screw it, I'll be a homer. I'll go Luther Bird and be on our TikToks and socials, single tier there.
Man, AI does not let you off the hook. That's for sure.
No, it never does. I should stick
So
to photos.
is your computer gonna have a constant loading problem, or do you have to refresh? Like, do you have to refresh?
Um, I shouldn't. It should work through a socket because that is how underdog drafts work. But we'll see. We'll see
I
because it
I
does say
heard they did
11
some
here.
improvements too, which is good.
Did they? I sure hope they did. Um, we need it for the fans. Um, no, I mean like
One to
I
go.
I
One
would
to go.
imagine the second the draft starts that it'll be up and chugging along. What spot are you hoping for here? Where do you like drafting?
Top 2, I think. So you
Top
can get
two,
Bijan or
really?
Gibbs, and then top 5 from there, so you can get one of the big 5. Oh man, do I really want to build a? What are your feelings on Parker Washington? Was it a mirage or is this a real thing?
Dude, I'm an athleticism guy. I'm not the right person to ask. You you're not gonna like my answer. I like I don't think he's the best player on that team. Like if you want to pick that guy, I pick Jacoby Myers because I think Jacoby Myers has shown it in a longer sample or a larger sample size. But you know, Parker Washington could easily be the wide receiver too there. Hell, they could trade Brian Thomas Jr. I really hope they don't.
No, I don't see that happening. I think right
Right?
now the media is like over projecting what Jacksonville's gonna do. Like I still really like Hunter, especially where he's going 150. He's going like 170 in eliminator.
Yeah.
I'm like, you guys are crazy. He could easily score a touchdown one of the first 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah, exactly. It's the same way I feel about Denzel Boston, Tyreek Hill, Stephon Diggs, uh, who's the last one? Brandon Ayuk. Dude, like I just I love those late bets that if they get the right opportunity that they're going to be a starter for some period. By the way, we had some news happen while we were gone. Jawan Jennings signed with the Minnesota Vikings, and boy, could I not be less excited about that signing.
But I think it's a perfect role for him, a clear wide
Oh yeah,
receiver 3 spot, which is where he belongs. I think that he will
sure.
have. I think he's better in best ball. I mean, pretty untouchable, I would say, in redraft, barring an injury.
Oh yeah, I can't imagine drafting him in redraft. You know the crazy thing about best ball, even with that landing spot, that I would argue kind of worst case from a fantasy perspective, right? Like, is it really good case for him to be in a Minnesota Vikings uniform?
I don't know. I think it's a good case that he signed a contract. He hasn't played in
Sure.
multiple of the previous preseasons. I think it's good for him to be on team, get going. All right, try to refresh
Sure.
again. See if you're struggling with that pusher.
Yeah, I have it on my phone too, which I
Oh,
have
okay.
going a little faster. No,
Well,
it's still
lesson
sitting.
learned. Don't pick some of these more obscure drafts. I just thought everyone was
Yeah.
rushing to get their
I
pit
thought
bulls.
people were picking the pit bull. Hey, we're going.
Here we
We're
go.
3.
3.
Okay,
All
we
right.
could let's get away with it. Let's get away with it. We're hoping for Jameer Gibbs or Bijan Robinson. Who,
Yeah,
who
okay,
who
we're
are we going
hoping,
if
but
not those two? Are we on the same page here that we're going Jamar Chase or not?
I think that's fine. I really think it's a
All
toss up between the two of them. Though I did get Puka had 6 recently because people are I don't know. I guess people in that draft were concerned with his off-season activity. But I think between the two, because Puka has the current incidents going on, I mean, that kind of just tilts you to Jamar Chase, right? That much less risk
Exactly.
so early on, and
Oh my
no
gosh.
reservations
Amon
about
Ra's
Chase at all.
going before JSN now? That's so weird.
Wow. Wow. That's
Man,
crazy. No,
am
wait,
I
those are
back in
your
on
ranks.
JSN?
Those are your ranks.
Oh, those are my ranks. Okay. Thank goodness. I was about to say, what is going on here? Man, the underdog community is catching up to me.
Alas, no.
All right, we're going Jamar here.
All
Taking
right.
it nice and easy.
Standard start. So that
Easy.
brings us back to the turn on the other side. You want to scroll down and see what some of those names are and see who you
Yeah.
like?
Yeah, let's see what we're thinking here.
We're on the side of a board, which
right.
is always kind of nice. No reason we know exactly who will not be there when it's our pick. So
Yeah, I think we can feel pretty confident that this sort of group is going to be there. Who are you leaning between these guys? Like, what's your target? Because mine's easily Jeremiah Love and Brock Bowers, the guys right at that 15 picks away mark.
Brock Bowers is definitely my target. I really think I'm out on Arizona right now. I'm definitely out on McBride at price. I'm really concerned
You're
about the
crazy.
quarterback situation. I think Carson Beck is going to play too many games, especially in critical playoff time. I don't want to be relying on Carson Beck throwing it to McBride in week 15, 16,
Oh,
17.
come on.
There's too many
You
good
don't
names
believe
around there.
national champion Carson Beck, for your information, Scott. He was a backup on that national championship team, but I digress.
Exactly. You're saying everything that needs to be said.
Now, see, the one thing I would say is at least Carson Beck gives them a competent replacement. Not because I think Carson Beck's like the best at football, but mostly because if you have him in there, you don't have a Clayton Tune or like some other joker that they're rolling out there. Gardner Minshew in his current form. Like, I don't know. I prefer that sort of outcome than something else, but I would still take Brock Bowers over Trey McBride at that point either way, because I just think that he is that talented.
Yeah, you see Chase Brown going up at the 2-2. So that's somebody flipping the
Crazy.
board, looking for a little bit more unique of a stack, which, okay, well, no, the Frenchie, both of these, the Pitbull and the Frenchie both have good advance rates. And that's why these are the drafts I'm targeting. You can go do a $25 BBM entry, which is a complete lotto ticket, or you can have one of these where you're in pretty good shape to advance. I mean, 2 out of 6, 2 out of 6. It's like one of your best shots at a final. So I love that element about these drafts. Some names I don't want to take. Well, we talked about McBride. Definitely not taking Neighbors at this point. He's going to continue to fall with everything that's going on.
Yeah. Like, unless we're committing to a giant stack, there's no reason to take Neighbors here. Derrick Henry, I like if he falls here, personally. Like,
sure.
And he's gone.
And he's gone. I take Hampton too.
I like Hampton too. Okay, cool. We're both on the same page. We think Hampton has a pretty good opportunity.
The market's pretty out on Hampton. I'm not 100% sure why yet. So Hampton goes there. I think if Brock Bowers is there, that's our pick.
Yeah, we're going Brock Bowers. Yeah, we're going Brock Bowers, and we're hoping Jeremiah Love falls back to us, so Scott has to be involved with the Jeremiah Love pick here.
All right, fair. If he falls back to the 3-3, then we can take Love. I think that's a good price.
Who we looking at otherwise? I think Nico Collins
Nico.
has ended up. Okay, cool. Yeah, we're looking for Nico
or a running back, Jacobs or Breeze or
I'd go
I think
Breeze there.
I feel like
Almost.
we're missing a name here. AJ Brown could go in this spot too.
He already went. He went way
Oh,
early.
okay, yeah, he went before us.
Yeah.
Okay, we can't go following McBride.
I'm rooting for Breeze here.
Yeah, Breeze. I'm fine with Breeze.
Double tight ended. Let's go Trey McBride too.
Oh my gosh, no, can't do that. It sounds so tempting, but no.
I know it sounds fun, but it's just bad process.
Plus, we don't want to be. I don't know about zero RB. There's definitely some decent builds for it, but it's not my most comfortable build.
And especially this year, I feel like people have caught back up to the RB train. You got to get one of those guys, and then you can go back to normal strategy. We got a comment from our best fan here, Jamie, who is awesome. Really appreciate him in the chat. Don't like drafting with you guys because I like winning. Hey, appreciate you, bud. We would love you to hop in regardless. And
yeah, Jamie could have filled one of these spots for us. We were waiting forever.
Yeah, man. And anytime anybody wants to hop in, definitely ask us in the chat. We'll let you know which one we're going for and which one we're waiting up in. Definitely easy to hop into these. They're public access, so please hop in. We'd love to see you. Alrighty, let's see what we have going on at the next go around. A little bit of time. We're looking at that Mecca Colston Loveland range. It's a bummer we can't be the Colston Loveland team with this one, but we'll live. We'll live.
I'm not fully opposed to Bowers Loveland stacks. I
have enough of them. Don't do that to my portfolio.
You have enough combined. All right, what's our range looking like? Where are we next?
We're about 10 picks away. So bottom of this board is about what we're looking at. It's going to be creeping up on us pretty quick. This board's going fast.
I don't think I'm ready to draft a Mecca at his current prices.
I am if he drops. I really hope he does with all the good Ted Hurst news around and them saying, Mecca's only going to play Z. That's exactly what I wanted to hear for Mecca because it's like, give me him at wide receiver 25 and easy smash take that pick. But at 19, it's tough. I agree. Like, I want to have more Mecca than I do because I think he's talented. And I think the end of the year last year is getting overblown.
Yeah, he was hurt. He's got more opportunity. I don't know. I mean, what are some of the other names below this here?
Oh, we got David Montgomery, Mike Evans, Lamar Jackson, DJ Moore, Terry McLaurin, around there. I'm hoping for Bucky Irving here, personally.
He's been falling like crazy. I think, can we get him coming back?
We can try. I'm down to get risky.
I would definitely take McConkey if he's still there.
You don't want to take McConkey.
Oh, okay. That's too bad there.
Darn. I know. Wishful thinking.
Who are the other receivers in this range?
We got J-Mo Williams, DJ Moore, Jalen Waddle, Roma Dunze, Carnell Tate.
Ooh, no, Carnell Tate would be too early. I like the name, but
no, that's way too early. Give me Bucky here. I'd rather not take the risk on that one.
That's fine.
Especially with Breece Hall as the first guy. Like, I love Breece Hall, but I think there were going to be some stinkers for the Jets offense.
Sure. Well, there's a lot of Bucky negativity going on right now, right? So now we're getting him at the back of the fourth. So what's going to be left for receivers? I don't think we need Lamar here. No, I don't think we need Lamar.
No, I'd rather get Joe Burrow a little ways away.
Oh, yeah, because we have Chase. That'd be fun.
If we can get Joe Burrow on that background, I would love to. I don't know if we'll get the chance.
Do you want J-Mo here? Do you want Loveland at 51?
If Loveland drops, I'll take Love. Fine. Force in my hand.
I mean, it's Loveland or Rome there to me.
We're doing it.
All right. Good. Now you can unflag the TE button. We don't need that anymore unless we need some random end of day stack. So
Yeah,
we
you ain't
can
wrong. You ain't
turn
wrong.
that TE button off.
I always do it the wrong way.
The backwards one, yeah.
There
All
it is.
right. It sounds crazy, but I freaking love it. I think Loveland is so discounted. The fact that he's going 2 rounds after McBride or after Bowers and McBride is just crazy to me.
Yeah, and it gives us the opportunity for Caleb Williams stack, which I'm never opposed to. So easy enough. But, I have so many freaking rosters with Caleb Williams, Brock Bowers, and Colston Loveland that if one or two of those guys absolutely fall apart, that is going to be devastating to my overall portfolio. I'm at like 25% on those 3 guys, respectively.
Yeah, but Bowers' price and Loveland's price might start to trend up as we get closer to the season. So you build that portfolio. Now you can always back off that pick. I mean, I don't think Bowers is going to fall too much. So you can always back off him in that spot if you need to balance your portfolio.
True. But that makes it less fun at the end of the season, man. No, don't make it hard on me at the end of draft season. All right, who are we looking at here? Okay, we're in that Tucker Kraft, Drake May, Caleb Williams range. Joe Burrow is still falling like a stone, thank God. I would love to get Joe Burrow on this team. I have a lot of T. Higgins Joe Burrow stacks. I do not have a lot of Jamar Chase Joe Burrow stacks. I would love to.
I'd definitely be all for Joe Burrow. What else do we have? We don't need. Oh gosh, now we have Loveland, so we could take Caleb.
We could.
Okay, Burrow goes there probably to the T. Higgins draft. We're still a ways away, so he's not really making it all the way back to 6-7 turn anymore.
Yeah, I know. It just hurts. It just hurts. How do you feel about Bachal Tootin going up at that 6'3" range?
Yeah, I'm okay with it. I mean, he's competing with Chris Rodriguez, and we know Chris Rodriguez isn't very good. So I think he's going to be the lead running back on a really good offense. He had little sparks last year. I'm perfectly comfortable with that price. I don't know. I mean, some of the names we were looking at in front of him do not excite me. DJ Moore, and I do like Rome, but I haven't found myself drafting him much.
Don't you say mean stuff about DJ Moore. What's there not to like about DJ Moore's current situation?
Let's see. He's DJ Moore. I think that's the problem. All right, we're looking.
The wide receiver 8 2 years ago. 2 years ago.
All right, we absolutely. Well, too bad we don't have that option. I think I'm definitely down to take Marvin Harrison here.
I like Marv. You go him over Caleb Williams in this spot.
Yeah, we can push Caleb Williams around, and if we don't get him, it's not the end of the world. We need another receiver.
I'm on the same page. I also like Marv at that spot. Mekhi Lemon kind of tickles the intrigue a bit there, but like I don't know that we don't know that they're going to trade AJ Brown. Is the terrifying part.
Oh,
I think they will.
It's done.
Do we?
It's all but done. It's done. The deal is
done. Where's he going?
Where is he going?
Let me start stacking him.
To New England.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I can wish cast too.
All right, we're up.
Bear. I know.
Lemon, maybe. Well, this is your.
Yeah, I'm gonna go lemon without it.
Lemon.
If it's my pick, I'm going lemon easy.
I think lemon.
Yeah, well, because the asymmetrical upside there. Like Lemon was a standout wide receiver, and I'm a huge Jacoby Lane fan. I thought he looked fantastic at the Senior Bowl. So getting Mekhi Lemon, the guy who absolutely put him in a blender, like Jacoby Lane hardly got a target share with Mekhi Lemon there. So I'm happy to get him here in the 7th round because wide receiver 20, 7th round, like if we're looking a couple years back, that's around the range you got Justin Jefferson right after the draft. So Can hope for something like that.
Oh, really? I think Justin Jefferson in best ball was like barely drafted. I randomly
Was he
that's how I
seriously?
got into best ball was I randomly had him and Josh Allen on a team. I think I had drafted like 3 or 4 teams and that team made it to the
Yeah.
semifinals and I was like, "Oh, this is
Okay.
addicting." So, yeah, Jefferson was like undrafted basically. I don't even
Dude,
know
that's
how I ended up
crazy.
with him on my team. I really do not recall.
Probably one of those last picks. You're like, oh, this guy drafted in the first round. Let's go.
Who knows where my brain goes? Okay, so
Well,
what
we
are
got a
we
little bit
at?
of time.
2, 3, 2. All right. Well, and we really couldn't afford an early quarterback because we went with the 2 tight ends, which is totally fine.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, this does not leave us a ton of stacking room. Currently, we have Las Vegas and Arizona. So you want to go the grossest QB build of all time?
Oh man, we have plenty to go still.
Yeah, we have
Let's
plenty
see.
to go, but I think
Who's coming up? Who's coming up next?
top of mind. Carson Beck is just tickling, man.
Oh
He's
my
just
gosh,
he's
definitely
just
not.
beckoning you in. You want to get beckoned?
No, I do not. All right.
All right.
Scroll down a little bit.
Harold Fannin, let's get a third tight end.
No. What kind of quarterbacks do we have in this range?
Let's see here. Sorry. Okay, so quarterbacks, we got T-Law, we got Brock Purdy, we got Bo Nix, Matt Stafford, Jared Goff.
What about Purdy? And then go Pearsall right after that. I can't hear you. Uh-oh. Hopefully he makes the right pick here in 2.
Hello.
Oh, there he's at.
Am I back?
Yeah, you're back.
Haven't. What is my audio coming through the mic at least?
It's perfect. It's perfect. They just cut out
delightful.
for a minute. So, all right, we're about up here. I think
we are.
Is Pearsall still out there?
Yeah, Pearsall's
yeah, he
still
is.
Out there.
Let's go Purdy.
Let's
go Purdy. No.
You're killing me. Okay, we can hit the Purdy Pearsall one. I hate it. I would go Josh Downs here, but that's fine. That's fine. Scott,
that's okay.
You're the expert. You're fine.
I don't think that's the case. Uh-oh.
We don't even have Mike Evans.
That's okay. We don't need the number 1. We don't even
have Mike Evans.
We don't even need the number 1. Don't you worry. I'm very excited to be finishing this other draft here. My brain really struggles to think on these 2 things at the same time.
I'm sure it does. Dude, I hate doing 2 at the same time. I tried to knock out a couple elims at the same time. Just, even if I end up with a good roster, I get to the end and I'm like it fries you.
There's been a couple of times where I've meant to enter multiple slows. All right, perfect. Pearsall. This worked out great.
Easy. Okay.
So now we have an anchor QB. I think we definitely target Mendoza late in the draft. Do you want to recap our team
Carson
real quick?
Beck. Yeah. You keep mispronouncing Carson Beck. It's interesting. People have a habit of that. Brock Purdy at QB. We got Breece Hall and Bucky Irving at running back. We have Jamar Chase, Marvin Harrison, Mekhi Lemon, and Ricky Pearsall at wide receiver, and the tightest of ends with Brock Bowers and Colston Loveland.
This is good. This is a good squad.
I like it. It's not bad. Yeah, I didn't think we needed Pearsall there necessarily, but I'm also a big fan of taking like Deshaun Stribling at the end of the draft if I have Brock Purdy.
Yeah, that's going to be a must for our team.
But honestly, smart move with us going Pearsall because we don't have the luxury of going George Kittle here.
Yeah, we definitely can't do that. I don't know what to think about George Kittle. I don't think he's going to start the season still. I think that Tonjes is such a good pick right now. Yeah, I think he's
best
a
ball redraft,
right
whatever.
Eliminator more than anything.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, dude, I don't think it matters what format you're in. A guy in the 200s that you'll get 2-3 weeks from, like that's. I don't give a shit what position that guy's in. That's a good pick.
All right, I'm glad you're on board.
Oh yeah, hey, dude. I love a little tanja here and there.
An ex-Cal Bear.
It's got to be a joke there. Ex-Cal Bear, love it. Like like Jack Endries.
Okay, well, there's a lot of Cal Bears that you could name, but we'll go with Endries.
I was going with a tight end. Come on, like, did you want me to go Aaron Rodgers?
No, I don't know. Marshawn Lynch, how about that? Or Deshaun Jackson?
That works. I forgot about D-Jax.
All right, what are we thinking here? Probably a running back with this group of backs. Who's your favorite name out of this group? We got to avoid Gainwell.
Not Gainwell. Yeah.
Right, because we had Bucky.
Well, guess who my favorite guy is here?
Aaron Jones, because of his age.
Nah, come on now.
What about Jonathan
I've
Brooks?
gotten past that. Nope. Come on now.
Oh, your favorite guy is Worthy. Your on this list is Rachaad White. No, you always love
there.
Rachaad
It is.
White.
Come on. Yeah, it's always Rachaad White. Tyrone Tracy, close second there. I feel like Tyrone Tracy's draft position is extra. Oh my gosh. Well, we're gonna test that theory right now. Yeah, I'll go Tracy here. Still, I feel like Tracy is so undervalued at current ADP because one, Cam Scatterboo, no guarantees starting this year. Like, I think he probably will. He seems pretty healthy. He seems like he'll get there. I don't know if he's doing all the medical things he needs to. He said he doesn't believe in taking medicine and has been rubbing dirt on his torn ACL for some time.
Let's go Higgins or Wandale, and then depends whoever the quarterback you want, Stroud or
I'll go Hig.
Lake.
I have a lot of Cam Ward. Like if I was picking on ranks alone here, see, that's the thing with best ball. You have to have like a little bit of discipline to not be like, okay, I have Cam Ward higher than CJ Stroud, so I'm going to take him every time. Like, you just can't do that. It's close enough. You have to have a little bit of both.
Yeah, you got to have that balanced portfolio. And I definitely like Cam Ward out of the two quarterback options there, though I do think I prefer Higgins over Wandale. I thought that Higgins came on really nicely in the playoffs last year. We're getting him about 30 picks after ADP. I'm pretty in on last year's draft class and then the year before as well. The wide receivers, the year 3 receivers, and then a lot of players from last year. I think it was a pretty good draft class, and we haven't seen it all play out yet.
No, we definitely haven't. And to go along with that, like, who can think of a better guy for Higgins to be behind than Nico Collins? Like, that is the archetype for a taller receiver with elite speed that doesn't necessarily have the best route running to come into their own and be an above average player. So I'm on the same page there. I think Higgins is a really good fit.
All right, we have a couple seconds till this pick. Let me and next we should go Stroud to lock it in over there. No reason to mess around with that. Yeah. All right, so let me read this other team I ended up drafting here. So quarterbacks, I had Lamar and Lawrence. RBs, Ken Walker, Breece Hall, Travion Henderson, Dylan Sampson. I can't stop drafting him right now. Don't know if that's a good idea or not. And then Justice Hill, because someone reached on LaQuint Allen. I don't know why LaQuint Allen is going in the 17th round to a non.
People love LaQuint, man.
Out of nowhere.
People love staying at the LaQuinta Inn.
LaQuinta Inn? Okay. Okay. Hopefully we get Stroud now easy. The wide receivers, Amon-Ra, BTJ, Addison, Myers, Fell, Higgins, Travis Hunter, Flanoy, and then Surratt, with Mark Andrews, Strange, and Tonjes as the 3 tight ends.
Surratt over Jacoby Lane is not one you're going to sell me on, but the rest of that team I love.
Yeah, jury's still out on that. I guess I'm a Surratt guy to start, maybe because I did his preview. We don't love that.
Mendoza team.
Okay, what
firmly
do we
a Mendoza team.
Oh, well, we already knew that. What else are we going to do? Daniel Jones, who's left for QB?
DJ, Bryce Young. Yeah. Mendoza. Honestly, we're probably going to need to
Hunter
take
here.
Mendoza.
Hunter here.
I'll take Hunter. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have enough Hunter in my portfolio, so I'm about it.
Someone who can easily put up. I mean, he's got ceiling, right? And if he somehow ends up as a starting receiver by the end of the season that you drafted in the 140s with his talent level, I just can't. I can't get over that pick.
No, exact same boat there. I'm going to go Mendoza here to be safe. I know we're taking a bit of a reach, but
how early? Yeah.
He's
his
at
ADP right now?
167.
Yeah, it's like right where our next pick is.
Yeah.
But we are the Bowers drafter. So I mean, that's a fair assessment. Or you just take Daniel Jones to remove your risk. Mendoza is.
I'm taking Mendoza there. Honestly, the more that you play best ball, I think the less you give a crap about ADP.
Yeah, especially at this part in the draft. Yeah. Next, we probably can you scroll up and down our team real quick?
Yeah.
I'm thinking we go Geno.
You want to go Geno here? Okay. Why?
I think Stribling then Geno. Because we can stack Geno still. We can.
Why?
I mean,
why do you
we
want
only
to
have
Geno
one
Smith?
starting? We only have one starting quarterback to start the season.
Okay, one. There is no guarantee Kirk Cousins is starting over Fernando Mendoza. I hate this assumption.
That's true.
I hate that assumption. Like, one, Kirk Cousins hardly started over Michael Penix. And Penix was like the 8th pick. The number 1 overall. I think we're a little safer there than people want to give off. But, I can understand the pick with Geno. Currently, my exposure is at a big fat, maybe 1%, 0%. So I could get that up to 2 or 3.
We don't have any elite quarterback on this team. We might have 2 week 1 starters. This is absolutely a 3 QB team. So you can filter by just QBs and pick your favorite remaining names. You can go 4. We can end with Beck if you really want to. This is definitely a team that would qualify.
Well, we're ending with Beck no matter what. But
okay, excellent. We're gonna.
We're taking him at the next pick.
I think let's see. Do we filter out wide receivers at this point? I guess Stribling we want to consider for this pick, and then.
Or we could take Jalen Naylor. Like, are you opposed?
Oh yeah, I prefer Tucker. I think.
Really?
I still think I prefer Tucker. Naylor's a wide receiver.
What's your reason for that?
Naylor's a wide receiver 3.
Is
Tucker's a wide receiver 2? I don't know. We've seen more out of Tucker. Naylor's definitely had some good games in Minnesota. He did sign a good size contract. At least the 2 of them are together now. The pick was easier when Tucker was going 10, 15 picks after Naylor.
True.
But he's familiar with the Vegas system. He's been there for a bit. He's been pretty good the last couple of years. Oh, back to back.
Oh, we ain't getting either of them, so it's going to be Stribling. Or we could take DJ here.
I would definitely take DJ if he falls this far. Sure.
DJ.
Yeah, just to then we don't have to go Geno.
Yeah, and then we don't need to go back either. So it solves both of our problems.
I thought we were going to Beck. I thought we were going back for sure.
No, we aren't going with Beck if we have 3 quarterbacks that I think are starting week 1.
Okay. Let's let this Daniel Jones fall to us here before we get too excited.
Let's see. let's watch.
Bingo. Let's do it.
Easy. All right.
This is a JD Giddens team for sure.
You mean a Seth McGowan team, right?
Okay, whomever. We need the Jonathan Taylor's backup on this team.
Yeah.
And if we don't get Stribling here, then we need to go running back instantaneously.
We got Jamie with Naylor Booty.
Which one do you prefer, Naylor or Booty?
I prefer Naylor just because we haven't seen the upside yet. But yeah, it's more of a speculation ad. Like, I think I know what Trey Tucker's ceiling is. I hope I don't know what Jalen Naylor's is. Like, he's well regarded in league circles. I want to believe that he actually has a bit more asymmetrical upside than people are giving him credit for. So it's a hope.
Kind of wish I had thought about Mike Washington there, going that
I like
way
that
over
one. Yeah.
Stribling, but
He might
because
fall. Dude, he's been dropping like a stone.
he has been, which he deserves to be too. The fact that he's projected
Does
for
he?
121 here is crazy. Does he? I think so. I mean, the NFL told us all you needed to know. He's not that good.
Yeah. Oh, that's a crazy thing to say. That Mike Washington isn't that good. I mean, maybe that he has a little bit of trouble with vision, but I'm not going to go so far as to say he isn't good because he is so big and fast. By the way, we got a new name here, Frizzle in the chat. Hey, it's
What's up,
going well,
Frizzle?
man. Thanks for coming by. And
Gear
and
up for
Jamie,
the Frenchie 3.
yeah, gear up. We're hitting the Frenchie 3 right after this. We're about to wrap this one up. By the way, Jamie, backing me up here. 3 years, 35 million for Naylor. That is why we like him more than Tucker.
All right. I think that will be a really good topic for people's home bets this year if you want to take one or the other. I don't disagree. The money was definitely spent. We've seen a couple good names from Naylor. I loved him last year as the wide receiver 3. It didn't quite work out because we know what happened to that Minnesota offense. But
hell, look at the wide receiver 1 and 2 there. Not great.
As I said, it was easier when Tucker was like 1 to 2 rounds after Naylor. Now that they're right next to each other, now it's up for debate, I think.
Well, I would love to get Mike Washington here. I think that is still an easy pick for me.
Yeah, filter out the receivers. We don't need any more receivers on this team. It's going to be all running backs and maybe Beck.
All running backs and Beck. I mean, I'll be honest, we might just go running back in that case.
I mean, this team probably is made for 6 running backs with what we have up front. So I wouldn't fault you. Go ahead.
Let's see.
I know you want Mike Washington. And then after that, I absolutely want Wilson if he's still there. I think Wilson's going to have a role.
Oh, Emmanuel Wilson? Without a doubt. If you want to go Wilson on the way back there, or if he...
All right, let's go Mike
Washington.
For
whatever reason, Mike Washington went there, 100% would have been down for Wilson. I think it is crazy that we're thinking that he won't have any role week 1.
Crazy. And not just week 1. Like, he was all right last year on Green Bay. He's got the most experience of the 3. I don't know. I think he'll be a good piece. So Wilson, and then maybe we can end it with Black. Yeah, Wilson. I like that. I really, having him is going in the 195. When people ask who's this year's Chuba Hubbard, or not Chuba Hubbard, Rico Dowdle.
Yeah,
it's Wilson.
I like that.
It's Wilson.
Yeah, that's good. Good call. Honestly,
this is exactly where Dowdle was going last year, like 180.
I want to hate that take, but genuinely could not like it more. I think that's pretty on point and astute because Zach Charbonnet is not playing the beginning of this season. I still like him at running back 48 just because I think he will come into a workload. I think they're going to give him carries at the goal line. I think they're going to try and pepper him a bit there, but like Emmanuel Wilson could easily seize that starting job and just hold on to it. And then he'll be the third down back no matter what. Like that's more than likely.
I don't know. I've kind of heard that that's going to be Helani's role, and Wilson was more of a first and second down guy.
I go back and forth there. Yeah, since we got some time here, we got some questions from the chat, which I love. Frizzle here with favorite late round tight end pick. I'll lead us off here. Pat Freiermuth, easy one for me on this. I've been a huge fan of him at 29. I think he's going to have a definite role there, and if anything, it's opened up a bit for him. But if I'm going someone else, it's probably Tonjes or Dulcius. We were talking about Tonjes a bit earlier. So, Scott, go ahead and tell them about Terrence Ferguson.
Yep, it's Terrence Ferguson, the ceiling himself. His ADOT over 15 yards last year, could easily score 2 touchdowns. You'll definitely hear that on the betting card to start the year. Touchdown games for Ferguson if there's like an island game or something, because I love how he goes up there and gets that deep ball from Stafford. And as a second year, he's just going to be that much better. He was a couple of inches away from going 3, 4, 5 rounds higher this year. So Ferguson it is for me. And then I do like Tonjes. You mentioned Dulcich. I mean, Miami, oh gosh, saying Dulcich's name and like anything good is super painful. Because he's burnt me too many times.
I'm ready to get hurt
But
again.
he's all they got in Miami, so that's an option. I can't draft much Colby Parkinson because of my love for Ferguson. I think we got to go with Black here to complete our stack. As much as Vidal's a better pick to the stack partner. Cool. All right, it kind of worked out. We got some good fall to us at the end.
Yeah, I can't hate on this team. We can go over it more extensively, but we've been on this one together. So let's hop in that next draft. Let's get it going.
All right, let me go to the lobby here. Maybe we can count the number of people and make sure that it's not going to be the last 2 entries.
That's a crazy thing to think we'll be able to do.
No, it like tells you the number of entrances, so then you divide it by 12, and then you see how close it is. All right, 863.
Oh, are we? Which one are you trying to do?
Frenchie? Oh wait, let's wait.
Frenchie 3.
Let's wait a second.
Okay.
Current entrance. Oh, why is yours completely different? 972 divided by 12. 81. Okay, let's go in. That should be the beginning of a new one.
Set, go.
Oh, crap.
All right, we are hitting this Frenchie 3. All right, and there are tons of spots open. So if you are in the chat and you want to hop in and link up with us, please hop into this Frenchie 3. We would love to have you. We would love to draft against you. And trust me, like I'm in this draft, so there's at least one charitable entry. So
yeah, put your name in the put your your underdog username in the chat too, so we know you are.
Of course. And I'm before we answer another question from the chat, Jamie mentioning that math is hard here, but we'll throw Frizzle's question in the chat here in just 1 second. But we're going to run back this team real quick since we have a second. We have Brock Purdy, Fernando Mendoza, Daniel Jones, Breece Hall, Bucky Irving, Tyrone Tracy, Mike Washington, Manuel Wilson, and Kalen Black. Rounding out that running back room, Jamar Chase, Marvin Harrison, Mekhi Lemon, Ricky Pearsall, Jaden Higgins, Travis Hunter, and Deshaun Stribling. Rounding out the wide receiver end, and Brock Bowers and Colston Loveland at tight end. I got to say, I didn't think I'd love the team. Big fan. Big fan. Big fan.
It kind of worked out. It wasn't exactly how we expected. To get those falling running backs was nice. We don't have anybody to partner with Daniel Jones, unfortunately.
No. But that, from your QB3, there are worse things to have happen.
And he can do a little bit with his legs. All right, I'm
at 3 and I'm at 12. We are not near each other in this one. Before this draft starts up, let's see this message from Frizzle here. Joined his first Dynasty Superflex Startup League, and I'm excited. The 6th pick. Hopefully he can pull off a good draft. We're rooting for you, bud.
Heck
that was going to be a question. I am not a good reader.
I think that you got to go wide receiver in that spot. They say for Dynasty, you want to draft young and a young wide receiver. They tend to have a longer shelf life. You're going to miss Allen and a couple of the peak quarterbacks, but there's a good number of quarterbacks. You'll get one on your 2nd pick.
I do not agree with Scott whatsoever on this one. I think you take QB, you take running back, you go all in year 1. The one Dynasty league I tried to start a sustainable repertoire in is the one I'm in with you, Scott, and my team sucks. It's awful. It's been even hard to recover it. To be fair, we're in a 10-man, so it's a little bit rougher. But that being said, dude, I don't know. I say you go all in every single year and just see how long you can do it.
Yeah, and make sure you know your rules. So I thought it was 6 points per passing touchdown, and it ended up that it was 4, which makes your running quarterbacks a lot more valuable. So I went with Mahomes, who's fine. I mean, I think he's a decent anchor for the team, but he hasn't proven to be that valuable. And then I came back and I grabbed Jordan Love, I think, with my 2nd or 3rd pick, and I ended up
your pick.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Chase again. I don't think I have a lot of shares of Chase, and I like the Bengals, so that was an easy one.
I've always said you like pussies.
That's right. You heard it here first.
Well, we got another one here. Had the 7th pick, went with Gibb, and ended up with Dart and Lawrence. Do love
That's
that.
perfect.
If quarter
That's
pick
perfect.
drops, you're great. See, but I like zigging when the rest of the squad zags. If you have the opportunity to go heavy QB and the rest of your league doesn't have that's such a valuable chess piece. Like no offer is too unreasonable.
I think one thing to hone in on QB is to be the first person to get the 4th QB. That's when the QB market really starts to tighten, and you have a trade weapon right away. So even in ours, that's a 10-teamer. Having 4 QBs is an effective weapon.
Dude, it very much is. I could not agree with you more. I mean, I traded a bunch of picks for JJ McCarthy, and that did me great. I was thinking of trading for A Rich this year too. But I actually have my picks here. So let's see. Who am I feeling? Damn, man. Ashton Jeanty going there. Right in the heart. It's easy. Then I'm going James Cook and Saquon Barkley. Starting that high T lineup off with 2 guys who could easily challenge for the number 1 spot in rushing yards.
Yep, you got 2 olds on your team. I do prefer to go like an old and a young, but Ginty is definitely my favorite 1-2 turn pick, and he has been going at the 11 more often, but I love his upside. But Barkley, Cook, I mean, you're going to have
I had Ginty queued. Yeah. Ginty was queued up before both of those guys. But on the bright side, you don't end up with a lot of James Cook, Saquon Barkley teams, so at least it's a unique lineup. We got another question from Frizzle here. JSN or Gibbs? I would go Gibbs almost no matter what. So that's just my MO. Would you go JSN over Gibbs in the Superflex Dynasty, Scott?
No, I think I would go Gibbs because Gibbs is one of a kind. I mean, he's a guaranteed top 5 running back. He's in his 5th year. Did they just pick up his 5th year option, or is he a 4th year right now? Maybe he's a 4th year.
I believe
so he's
he's
still pretty
4th
young.
year. Yeah, he's still young.
So he's young enough and elite enough that I would go him and Bijan over JSN. Oh man, here we are again. Looks like another, not a Bowers team. Don't love it. Do not love this position at all. Wow, I'm going to jump all the way down to Nico. So be it. Felt a little sniped there, but
yeah, a little bit.
What did
I mean, Nico at 210 feels pretty good there too. Like I like that spot.
Yeah, well, he was going at the 1-2 turn last year, and I think he's the same guy. I mean, maybe Houston's offense isn't as good, but we weren't feeling too great about them last year. Still got banged up a little, but he's fun to root for. All right, I mean, I think I'm going to get comfortable.
Where are you going there?
I'm going to get comfortable being uncomfortable, and I'm going to go AJ Brown here and go triple wide receiver to get started.
Ooh, hitting that high T, low T mix for our teams. I love it. Let's see which of us has one that they like a bit more in the chat. This is going to be a fun one because we got these separate builds, and I'm already targeting running back at this spot around. Like, if Jacobs, Breece Hall, or Travis Etienne fall to me here, that's going to be an easy pick. Hell, I might go Kyron Williams. Like, it's close, though. We'll see.
Yeah, that last draft I did, it feels good when you lock in 3 elite running backs up front. You don't have to worry about too much. There's plenty of wide receiver deals that you like throughout the draft. You can always reach a little bit and grab a name that you prefer over ADP. But I'm going to do, I don't know, 150, 200 drafts this summer. So this one, I kind of got sniped. The pick right before with Bowers put me in a spot that I wasn't super comfortable. Didn't feel like I needed to reach on Breeze. I didn't want to start with the same team we just drafted. Yeah. All right.
Well, now
Etienne's not really making it back to the 3rd too much.
Nah, I didn't think he would. All right, let's see here. Oh, Javonte Williams, I like that pick. I think that one feels like a pretty good setup at 3-9. Like he lived up to all those expectations at 3-9. Wow,
He started the year hot and had a lot of touchdowns,
yeah.
but he doesn't have any breakaway speed. So he kind of is what he is on a good team.
He doesn't have breakaway speed. He's been sitting on 800 knee injuries. Like that could come back. We can
Oh,
hope.
free Josh Allen. That's sick.
Yeah, I think that's one.
Draft him at
You have to
37,
go.
though. Oh, okay.
No,
Oh, this is
no,
a good
don't tell me what to do. I have my picks figured out here, Scott. Thank you for your advice.
Look, it's always more fun to say you got him later, right?
Yeah.
One better deal.
You know what? Give me Garrett Wilson there.
Yeah, there's some good names some good wide receiver names at that 3-4 turn. Zay, McMillan, who I haven't drafted a ton of. And Garrett Wilson.
I was
Those
thinking about
four
him
names
there.
I really like around that corner.
I could take any of those guys there. The main reason I didn't go with Zay Flowers is because I went with Josh Allen. So I knew I couldn't set up the stack partner on the way back.
Yeah, that's a good call. I like that. Yeah, and Wilson, I mean, this is awesome to get him at the 4-1. If only you had gotten Josh Allen in the 4th.
And Jamie, 100% will hop on for a best ball draft on your channel anytime, man. Yeah, that's up. You know where we're at. But yes, dude, getting Josh Allen there at about the 4-1 is just crazy value. Like he hasn't gotten worse at football. QB's dropping down the board and underdog is exactly what you want to see because it's like, a guy like Josh Allen, we haven't seen the drop off yet. We will eventually, but like, is it going to be this year? Probably not.
No, I don't think so. There was no evidence of it before, and he's still pretty young. Scatterboom moving up a little bit. All right. Happy to take Travion here. I've been warming on him a little bit. He was my guy last year. We weren't too thrilled with how the season ended, but I think he is young running back, highly drafted on a good team who definitely is explosive. It's a good profile. And he's just going to be better this year than last year. He's going to have better fundamentals. He's going to be a better blocker.
You would think. Like
he'll get more snaps.
If he's not better this year, then something was terribly wrong about the way that people scouted him. Because he was one of the first prospects I actually put in time to scout. And oh my goodness, he was so freaking explosive his entire time at Ohio State. There was no indication that he would get siloed into a limited role. And to be honest, like, despite the fact that he did not meet expectations last year, like, he really did have quite a bit of big game potential last year. Like he ended up with almost 1,000 yards, 40 catches. Like you can't hate on that rookie performance. Like I know we've seen some crazy ones lately, but 9 out of 10 years, that's a win.
Getting sniped on Bucky just before my turn here. I don't love this pick. Oh, well, I have Nico, so I love this pick. I like this pick more. So I'll take David Montgomery. Keep my little Houston thing going.
That ain't bad. Ain't bad.
Nah,
I like Devon there.
Yeah, I've been hearing like, he's not the guy who's going to break the slate and you're not going to feel like you got left behind. And I think that's fair, but there's also something to be said, especially a team where I started off 3 wide receivers for someone who's going to put up a TD in, I don't know, 70% of the games he plays.
Yeah. Can't hate there. We got Trader Clem in the chat. Hey, thanks for hopping on there. Love the SFDS or sudden death SDFS fantasy sports guys. Check out their stuff. They do some best ball drafts. Love those guys there. But let's see. Do I go Lamar and Josh Allen here?
Oh, well, I would have said yes if you had Flowers, but a little less inclined.
I know, right? I would too. I'm kind of sad that I don't have Flowers at this point because I might have made that move. It's kind of a fun one.
That would have been super fun.
Who do I go here? kind of leaning Carnell Tate. That's gone.
Oh. And he's gone. Okay, this person's got to be the one with flowers, right? No, who's the one with flowers?
I have no clue. But they got Marvin Harrison there. Easy enough for me on this one. I think I go BTJ on one of these picks because I think he has officially fallen to the bottom of that value chart. And then
What
on the
about
way
double
around,
jacks?
yeah, no interest in that myself, but you have fun with it. I'll go ahead and take on the other end of that. I'm a fan of Chuba Hubbard's value. I'm going to take him there. I'm okay with Chuba at RB27. They didn't bring in a lot of competition.
Oh,
And if you like Jonathan Brooks, that's awesome. I think Jonathan Brooks is good at football too, but he is coming off a lot of major injuries.
What is going on? Is Lamar glitching on our screens? The guy who has flowers just skipped on Lamar at 64. What's going on?
Yeah, man.
Instead, he goes to the Derrick Henry team. Yikes.
Of course he does, because somebody's going to take him there.
Someone's got to. Holy cow, that was crazy. What a fall.
Lamar going late is just the hallmark card that you are in early best ball season.
Oh gosh, what do I want to do here? Do I want to risk it for the? Oh no, this next guy's going Jaden Daniels. No, I got to keep my stack clean and just let him have Daniels. I didn't want to miss out on my double New England stack because I got greedy.
No, come on now.
I would have been depressed.
Dude, Drake May at 70 feels like such a great pick too. We were talking to Bob Lung from the Fantasy Expo last night, actually, and he does a consistency charting book every year. And his most consistent quarterback, I believe, was Drake May. And he was like, at the 101 in a Superflex league, I'd be taking him over Josh Allen, which I don't know, gives me some confidence. I mean, consistency matters a lot more in a managed league, but still, in best ball, it's nice.
Okay, I know you hate this strategy, and I don't know what to do with this strategy, but something about having 2 RBs on the same team, as long as one of them wasn't like a top first 3-round pick, I kind of like it. Guaranteed a New England score most weeks. I didn't really love any names in particular in this region. Definitely don't like Metcalf that much. Tony Pollard, whatever. I think we've been in on that hype. I'm a big Tucker Kraft guy, but not this year. I think it's going to be a slow start, and he's already very efficiency dependent. So I think he's still being drafted a little high. Sutton's okay, but nothing to write home about. So,
no, bad pick. That's a bad pick, Scott, and you know it's a bad pick. Don't tell the audience that you think it's a good pick. You don't like 2 running backs on the same team. You got forced into it.
It's different than redraft where you have to pick one. It's different than redraft where you have to pick one each week.
Yeah, but dude, in the 7th round, you got 2 running backs in the top 7 rounds that are eating up roster spots. And more than likely, one of them's just going to take that role, and the other one's a wasted pick.
I guess we'll see.
I guess
we'll see. There's something in my brain that likes that strategy from time to time.
Just got an inkling there. I hear you.
Yeah. If any other name had jumped off, I just can't get behind Alec Pierce at that price. I would have loved Lemon Warren, who went just before that. I don't know. I mean, Rico and Jalen Warren, I don't know. I'm just not there yet.
Yeah, that's fair. Can't hate. I can't hate there, but
it was not my favorite pick of the day, but it was the pick of the time.
You know what? Do I go Tucker Kraft here at one of these spots? You know what? I'll cue him up. I like Tucker Kraft at this spot. I think I'm getting him pretty solid value. ADP of 80, getting him around 85. And then coming around, I'm gonna take T-Law. It's weird to go QB heavy this early, but to be honest, I like having two of the main guys early.
Yeah, I think it's a good spot. That your other choice was Gino later, and we know how we feel about that. So I think this is no man's land right here. I'd say
Yeah.
right about when my pick started became no man's land. Somewhere between in this draft, like after Lemon goes at 73, you're choosing between your favorite quarterback, some question mark running backs, some like platoon running backs, and then a bunch of like question mark receiver names. Pierce, we've seen him have these ceiling games. Metcalf, we know what he is historically. Reed, we're projecting. Addison, we're hoping that. Yeah, I mean, hope, that was the word that came out of my mouth too. So I definitely don't mind going quarterbacks in this range. And now you don't have to think about it anymore. Unlike us in that last draft where we had to like plan.
True.
We were planning wide receiver picks, hoping that somebody would fall back around to us.
Yeah, looking at Mendoza being like, he's got to start week 1. I'm sure he is. 100%. No reason to take Kirk Cousins.
All right, we're going to try to do this same move that we just did.
Ooh, going for that Purdy Pearsall platoon.
Yeah, I'm going to try it again. It worked once. Hopefully it works again. And then I can take Stroud, and that can be my 1, 2, 3. But it kind of worked out because there's a lot of Niner names down board that you can take. And on this team, I don't have a tight end, so Tonjes will be on this team for sure.
I mean, hell, you still got time to take Kittle, potentially, too. Like, how do you feel about Kittle at tight end 9?
He's pretty far down board here, so I think he has good end of season upside. Okay, you're gonna hate it, but what if I took Kittle and Tonjes?
I see that I don't hate because one of them's already injured.
See, and one of them is in the 18th round.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And that's good, right? Because there's no cost.
Yeah,
there's no cost of picking Tonjes.
You're wrong.
For sure. There's no cost
you're
there.
wrong.
Yeah. It was definitely not my favorite pick, but sometimes it's where you're at on the board.
I'll be honest, I don't think the value is bad on either of them. I just want to grill you on it a bit. But because it's bad process more than anything else. Like, it's not a bad pick, it's bad process. We got a question from the chat here. Puka or JSN? I'd go Puka 11 days out.
Puka.
And taking Mahomes over Hurts is crazy. I personally think it is. I'm still a huge fan of Jalen Hurts. I don't think the tush push goes away. How do you feel about him, Scott?
I am worried a little bit about the tush push, and they're always just like with the Philadelphia team. It seems like there's always questions. They won a Super Bowl, but like, can their coach stay? And like, I just feel that's the same way with Hurts. We can't be like, this is our franchise guy, Jalen Hurts. But I don't necessarily love Mahomes in Dynasty. I would prefer Trevor Lawrence at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, you have double week 7 bye quarterback. You are going to need a third quarterback. Now that buys are out, it changes the game.
I didn't even look at buys. I haven't been looking at buys at all.
I haven't had to.
No, I'm just going to eat week 5. Nah, jokes aside there. Alrighty. Well, at this one, I'm going to start with Romeo Doubs. I like those Patriot games. I think he's going to end up in a decent spot. And then, I'm going to reach a little bit on this one, but I want Khalil Shakir here. Like, feels safe, and I get that stacking partner with Josh Allen. Maybe he ends up actually blossoming into a wide receiver one. I don't really see it happening with Shakir, but at this pick, I don't really care.
You're on the edge, and it's hard. Yeah. It's hard on the edge.
Yeah, you gotta take a pick or not. Like,
yeah, it's kind of the way that sometimes.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about your squad so far?
I didn't love my 2 picks there. I needed 2 receivers, and I didn't go off of ranks, which is, I don't know. Like, How do you feel when you go off of stacking instead of ranks? Like, it hurts me a little bit because, like, I have strong opinions on who I think should be ranked higher than someone else.
I like stacking and I like the week 17 game scripts because I feel like it gives me direction sometimes when I'm like
Fair.
doing these drafts repetitively. It like gives me avenues to go down that aren't just drafting the same name that I like in the list over and over again.
Yeah.
Man, I
Yeah.
really wish
Yeah.
I
I
could go
feel,
falling J.K. Dobbins. Can I go falling J.K. Dobbins? Do I want
dude,
to?
I hope.
Okay, he goes there. I'm glad. You know
Oh,
when
that
somebody like
sucks.
removes the decision for
Yeah.
you? That was one of those situations. I will take
Ooh, love
Kittle
the
as my
Kittle
stack
pick. Okay.
partner, and I'm really hoping that I can get Higgins to fall back around to me.
And I like my squad. You know, Garrett Wilson, Brian Thomas, Romeo Dobbs, and Khalil Shakir makes me fucking it makes me gassy a little bit. So not exactly what I'm going for at the wide receiver room. Like, but but it's upside. It's asymmetrical upside. Romeo Dobbs could be the wide receiver one there. Brian Thomas Jr. could be the wide receiver one there. Like
I don't know
that.
about
The
Dobbs. He's gonna have to compete against AJ Brown.
you know, you keep saying AJ Brown is a New England Patriot. I I don't see him on their roster. I've looked it up many times during this very show.
Why don't you believe the news? June 1st, 2 weeks
Oh, people
away.
people say all sorts of things. You know what people were saying last year? They were saying Anthony Richardson was going to be the starter, and idiots like me traded for him.
That sounds like a personal
Personal problem? Yes,
it's
it
it's
is a
hanging
personal
on to
problem.
you. It's really hanging on to you still.
I still won that league. I still won the league. It was fine, but boy, is it rough in the Devi league trading a Devi first for a Rich.
Yeah. Yep. Just checking out some of these other teams. I don't like when somebody else makes a pick, it then automatically goes back to your team when I was like looking at a different team. I don't know why it does that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I've had it do that before. I hate when it like quick slides you to the side. Yeah. Not my favorite. Not my favorite. All right. I'm up next here. Let's see who I'm thinking. All right. I got Tila. Could go at Bren Strange, but that kind of feels way early. You know,
Yeah, I'd
it's
rather
interesting.
go Hunter than Strange.
Yeah, I think so
And
too.
you can get Strange on the way back.
Yeah. You know, I think I'm gonna reach a bit here and take
Whoa.
Stephon Diggs. Not guilty, Stephon Diggs at that.
Yeah, he probably has some
And
room to run up.
oh yeah, I think he's gonna end up significantly higher, and I'll take. I like that move of Travis Hunter on the other side. I think I'm a little low on Travis Hunter, and I probably shouldn't be because in the late 130s, it really just doesn't feel like that big of a risk for the number 2 pick in the NFL draft.
I agree. I agree. Oh, I'm looking at this team next year. Is this Lord Vitalis? I love this team that they have Joe Burrow, Baker Mayfield, and Fernando Mendoza because he picked him pretty early. I was kind of looking into it. He's got Jindy,
Interesting.
Kenneth Walker, and Monungai. And then, oh my God, it keeps jumping away. And then he's got T. Higgins on his team and Buka, McMillan. So it's a nice squad, like multiple stack partners. I like what he's done.
Yeah. I mean, that's a squad and a half. Like, I don't hate that. It's just Monunga is a weird player for me because the Bears didn't bring in any competition, but boy, am I scared that that's going to regress.
I agree. I'm not a huge Manon guy in that spot. It's almost like a RB dead zone.
Yeah.
So I kind of look for him as a faller at best. All right, done with quarterbacks. That worked out for me. This is fun. This is coming together. Drake May, Brock Purdy, and CJ Stroud. That's a nice QB room.
Oh yeah. That's your team's come together on this one. I like yours a lot. I have a feeling I'll like yours more than I typically do, but I think my team's a Scott team in general. Like I feel like I got one of those Scotty Boy teams that like has that asymmetrical upside, that has those arbitrage plays, that has those stacking partners. Like I'm gonna end up with probably 4 or 5 week 17 stacks.
Oh yeah. So what are my week 17 stacks? New England, San Francisco, and Houston. So these are like good end of draft picks too when you're like deciding between people. Houston Packers, New England Broncos, and San Francisco Eagles. So I'm looking for like late Eagles, late Broncos. Pat Bryant, I hear your name.
Come on. Let me get strange. Let me get strange on cams. Come on.
Whoa, Aaron Rodgers at 153? Okay.
Come on. I don't want a Woody. I just want to get strange.
Yikes, it just did. That's an interesting team. Not my favorite.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay.
All
Got
right,
Brent Strange
up.
at one of these two. And on the other side of this one, I could go Charbonnet. I do not mind him at value here. You know, I'm going to stick to my priors. I love Denzel Boston. I feel like he's going way too late in drafts, and I'm going to keep taking him.
Yeah, he's been falling too. I've noticed him on a lot of boards.
It's weird. Yeah. I don't think that there's any reason for him to have fallen because Casey Concepcion's great, but like there are targets go around in the Browns receiving room. Like,
oh, there's going to be a lot of targets. The question is, are they catchable? I remember listening to fantasy footballers last year, and they're like 5 targets is one real target on the Browns offense.
Hey, it's at worst 3 to 1. Oh, we got Chev in the chat here. That's awesome. Hey,
all right.
We almost got Chev in this draft. I know he was trying to sneak out of work early, but didn't pull it off. And we got Crispy. Dude, all the fans today, fantastic. Thank you guys for coming out. And Ben Johnson does love Monongai. He very much does. You want to know a fun fact about Bears running backs, Scott?
Absolutely. Only the most fun facts, please.
Roschon Johnson actually has more career fantasy points than Trey Benson.
Oh my gosh. I've drafted way too much Roschon Johnson. Not this year, of course, but in my history. Just hearing that name brought shivers to me.
Gives your sleep paralysis demon is Roschon Johnson not scoring fantasy points.
Oh my gosh. I cannot with him. Oh man. All right. I'm gonna have to go Mike Washington early here. All right. I mean, I'm really liking my team. I don't know about my running back room yet, especially because I got 2 guys on the same team. Your favorite. You've been having me hating it since you gave me shit. You're probably right, but it doesn't make me feel any better.
Chat back Scott up. If think that,
I don't have Washington. Okay. Go ahead.
By the way, we have another Jamie Chad in there of Roschon was his guy. Roschon's so many of our guys. He can still come back. Lest we forget.
No, save your money. We don't want him back.
Put that $0 fab bid on him. Nobody else is bidding against you.
We don't want him back. All right, who you thinking coming up here?
By the way, I love the Kamara pick there.
Yeah, I forgot that I'm not stacking Mendoza in team. I was like, wait, I don't need Washington on this team at all.
Yeah. Hey, for all the shit I gave about Geno Smith, I think I'm going to end up drafting Geno Smith here.
Oh, yeah. It makes more sense with Garrett Wilson than Breece Hall, but...
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, I'm a pretty big fan.
Yeah, and you think Geno's still playing by week 7, so that's good.
I'm not too sure about any of that, but I hope he is because I don't like the options behind him. All right, let's start with Geno there, and on the other side of that, Emmett Johnson was still one of my favorite prospect watches by far. Like just the best highlight film you've ever seen. him at Nebraska was so cool. So I'm hopeful. I'm still hopeful for him, even as the backup to Ken Walker.
That sounds like your type of guy for sure.
Right. Yeah, I love a good highlight film. And Chev putting it out there that Roshan's going to be coming back to be a Birmingham Stallion. Can't say I disagree. He's going to be a great Birmingham Stallion, though.
I'm not even sure what those are.
Oh, you what, UFL? Come on.
Oh no, I'm okay. I got enough addiction. Right now, what I've been spending too much time on is making a home run tracker bot in Claude. So I've been spending a ton of hours on building that thing up.
You're doing a home run tracker. What?
Yeah,
what
like I take some weather inputs and I take a particular X profile and I take some matchup inputs and I put them in, and then we pull out our favorite lines each day. So I'm like 14 days in, and now I have like a log that's turned into a graph, and now I have like a daily card that goes live. I mean, it's kind of cool what I've souped together on this one.
Have you made any money off of it?
Yeah, 30 units in 2 weeks. So
hey,
not bad.
That ain't bad at all.
Yeah, the first day probably won an outsized bet on a 2 home run prop for my boy Langoliers here on Athletics. What are we thinking about Tank Dell right now? Is he alive?
Yeah, he's alive. He's moving.
Oh, good. All right, good. Tankers Delaris. Or
love it.
Okay, I guess so.
That's a good pick. I don't hate that. By the way, crazy that the Oakland Athletics might win their first championship outside of Oakland.
Hopefully they make it to the playoffs. That'd be a good start.
I think they actually might. We got a question from Jamie here. If we have a 2 girls 1 cup Discord, it's 2 guys 1 cup, by the way. But we actually don't have a Discord. We mostly go in the Discords of our friends. Me and Chev both have too short a fuse to be moderating Discord fights. But you know who doesn't? The 4th and Fantasy squad that we absolutely love. Definitely check out their Discord. We love 4th and Fantasy, and they have a great one on there. They answer all the starts. It's Rocco and Huncho are always on.
Excellent.
We got references.
I'm not very good at Discord, to be honest. Just one more form of social media, really.
See, I'm okay at it. I just, dude, like, it's too long form media where like I get lost in the combo because I'm like a big like I'll look back at it later, and the threads in Discord are so linearly down that like I'll be like, oh, I was arguing about this player and 6 other names have gotten brought up. And I'm like not gonna send the message 20 times or 20 seconds later. Oh, I got a pick.
Oh shoot, let's go.
Okay, let's go.
Last
Ray
2
Davis.
picks. Last 2. All right, he was on my watch list.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go the 3rd tight end here. Let me make sure that bye weeks aren't gonna screw me. Give me a little Greg D to go along with that Strange.
All right, the Strange D.
I love some Strange D. Strange D is a favorite of 2 guys 1 cup.
Yeah, I guess so. I haven't seen that one yet.
Hey, you're an affiliate, man. Don't think that the Strange D isn't slapping you across the face. Too explicit? Say the quiet part out loud.
This is a PG-13 show for sure.
Oh, certainly. We try and keep it PG-13 here. But who are you thinking for your last pick here?
I think I'm gonna go Tonjes. Kind of lock in. We talked about him being like a good 18th round piece, especially if Kittle doesn't play. I have Kittle, so I'm taking him as the insurance policy there. I kind of would like another running back. I think Jordan James would be my 2nd pick at this point. We're not sure that Black is going to get the start.
You mean?
Oh my God, nope. We saw what happened to him last year. Nothing.
Nah, come on. Everyone's hating on that for no reason. He has a fantasy football weekly RB1 finish. Jordan James, none of those. Kalen Black, none of this. That's all I'm saying.
That's true, but I played that card last year and it didn't work, so I don't see why it would be any better this year. He didn't get any opportunity at all. Shows what they really thought of him.
Yeah, I mean, he was a little hurt too, but yeah, you aren't wrong that like I'm sure there's something about his game that put him in Kyle Shanahan's doghouse. All right, you get this Tonjas one. Yeah, love a little Tonjas with some strange D. Let's go ahead and break down these teams. So we're gonna start with mine here. Josh Allen, Trevor Lawrence, and Geno Smith. Pretty happy with that QB room. Definitely could be worse. At the running back end, James Cook, Saquon Barkley, Chuba Hubbard, Emmett Johnson, Ray Davis. I'm not a huge Ray Davis guy just because I know that Ty Johnson's going to take a lot of that workload. But if he was alone in a vacuum there, I'd be a huge fan. Getting him at pick 204, not my favorite because I don't like doubling up at running back, but there I figured take the safety in that pick. In the wide receiver room, I got Garrett Wilson, Brian Thomas, Romeo Dobbs, Khalil Shakir, Stephon Diggs, Travis Hunter, and Denzel Boston. This could be the worst wide receiver room I have ever drafted, or it could be really good. And we're going to find out this season. At tight end, Tucker Kraft, Brendan Strange, and Greg Dulcich. Love that as a tight end room. Kind of feel like that's a safe one. By the way, we're going to break down Scott's here, but be sure to let us know in the comments, in the chat, in the social medias, which team you like better, because we will take that seriously and Scott will make better drafting decisions.
Yeah, I lost last week, according to the 1 or 2 votes that we got. So on my squad, I got Drake May, Brock Purdy, and CJ Stroud. You can't ask for too much better of a QB room than that. A good balance of elite and upside with not having to draft any of them too early. Running backs, Travion Henderson, Dave Montgomery, Stevenson, Kamara, and Wilson. Not my favorite running back room. Don't know where that week 16, 17 upside is going to come from other than Travion Henderson. I don't know. Part of me would have liked a 6 running back on this team and doing that instead of a tight end. I think that's one of the problems when you draft Kittle is you got to not count on him for week 1. And when you're not counting on a tight end, you kind of need 3. So with 3 QBs and 3 tight ends, it squeezed me out of an RB pick that I might have preferred. And then a wide receiver room. I love this room. You got your anchor with Jamar Chase. You got Nico stacked with Stroud. You got AJ Brown stacked with Drake May. You got Ricky Pearsall stacked with Purdy. Higgins with Stroud. Stribling with Purdy and Tank Dell. The one problem with this is week 8, I only have 2 starting wide receivers. So that's going to be a bummer. Week 8 is going to be a low score. But at the end of the day, everyone has one bye. So I will have more cracks at the apple at every other single week, right? There are no other. There's a couple of week 10 buys. Oh, I guess AJ Brown will be week 11. So, and you never know. There could be a trade. I don't think any of those guys are getting traded. And then I'm guaranteed San Francisco tight end. I think that's a good move. And then Hunter Henry stacked with a Drake May. So this tight end room is just fine. So maybe a running back short.
Yeah. I mean, that I could not agree with you more. That is a that's a pretty solid team. I like your squad. I think that we both have a little bit of those flawed squads. You know, those ones that you end up like late in the season, your team's doing well, and you're just looking at your squad and you're like, how the hell did this team make it there? So hopefully we're both dealing with that.
The last couple of years, which is when I've been most into best ball, it's been all about having the elite running backs down the stretch because they are the rocks who have been winning it. And in my championship, I had Bijan and Cook. Bijan, Cook, and one more because Cook failed that week. And I look at my squad here and I'm like, I don't have any elite guys. That's going to put me in a bad spot. But if Henderson's performing his and maybe Wilson has his own role carved out, I mean, depends on the Charbonnet injury. So don't know how likely that is. So a lot can happen. It's just fun. You're not going to pick the best team every time. And you never know. You might be suffering at running back, but your QB, like this team has the potential for the QBs. It's a 4 out of 12 advance rate. The QB wide receiver combo should produce pretty good scores week to week.
Alrighty. Well, that wraps us up. We have been two guys, one pod. Jamie's asking about your Discord name, so say that whenever we get to your outro. But I've been working on these outros. I almost did good last night. And I'm going to try even better this time. I know you know I'm dog shit at outros, but I want the chat to know. I've taken that feedback and I haven't gotten any better. So I am Addi the Nardugnar. You can find me at Leak Chat. You can't find me there. That is the name of my app. You can find the app at League Champ on the app and Google Play Store. You can find me at Duck League Champ on all the social medias. And you can find our work at Two Guys One Pod. We also have a Twitter. And to go along with that, I didn't have anything else. You go.
Scoot Mao here. You can find me in the draft room as Chonks, and I'm hoping to see more of you out there. So definitely got that draft buzz going on right now. The burnout's not here yet, trying to keep the slow drafts down, but really enjoying this. Glad we got to do this today, and I can't wait till next week.
All righty. Well, as we always say, two running backs from the same team never, Travion Henderson forever.
Yes, sir.